Konnichiwa, niggas.
It was good.
What's going on?
It's good. A day late, but we still here regardless.
Yeah.
All right.
Who got the
Let me
vacuum
leave it.
cleaner running in the back? That's what I want to know.
You hear that, right?
Nigga,
you hear that, right?
Somebody, hey, nigga, tell wifey to stop vacuuming, bro. We trying to pod, bro. Like,
Hold on.
she vacuuming for real. Like,
Nah,
He really was vacuuming.
that's not me. That's not on my end.
man, nigga, fuck it, bro.
Yeah.
AI will edit this shit
All right.
out, bro. Like,
Yeah, but anyway.
yeah.
So I know we got 2 episodes to talk about for Witch Hat. So I guess we could start with like the episode before this recent one.
What even
How y'all felt
happened?
about-
I don't even remember.
Yeah, so I think that
Neither.
episode wasn't like a plot mover. Like it didn't move the plot at all. But I see what they were trying to do with that episode. Like that's when Coco was sick and she was
yeah. Okay,
and then
okay.
the fire happened. Like
Yep,
they
yep.
were pretty much like they were trying to build a bond between those two, right? Like, hey, we both, you know, like I think they were trying to emphasize that magic is accessible for anybody as long as you just know what to do.
Like,
you know what I
it's
mean?
a-
As long as you create it your own way.
Yeah, like
I
there's
think
a
that's just
workaround.
the message. I think that's just the message that you're trying to get across in this anime. I think that's probably that is what it's basically
Yeah.
about.
I think that episode was literally that's all it was. It was just to reinforce that. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
it didn't move the plot whatsoever except for the end.
Yeah. Wait.
Except for the end.
Yeah, because like when he was like, but him being there the whole time, you're kind of wondering like, how's Kiefer gonna go about this? You know what I mean?
Well, and
That's me.
And-
If you can hear that.
what the heck is that?
Nigga, close your window, bro. Turn the AC on. Like this nigga got all kind of ambient sounds in the background.
Yeah.
Like,
And it was aggressive.
No, that's the central
Yo.
air unit.
this,
That's,
Yo,
They
that's
got people
aggressive ass central
vacuuming.
air. Why
he got howling
he got
winds.
maids and butlers in there working full time right now, bro.
Bro, you better
That's
tell him to chill. You gonna
crazy.
dock their pay? What the fuck?
That's crazy, yo. To it, but
Yeah.
nah, like that episode was just to reinforce like magic is accessible, and as long as you have the knowledge to know how to do it, like that was all it was. It was trying to reinforce that message. But the end though, with again the brim hats,
Yeah.
they're about to do something during this test, bro. So here's
think
my
so?
I think so. Here's my prediction, and I don't know if y'all were thinking the same way as me because y'all saw the recent episode. I think that
Yes.
boy is a brim hat, the one that got his face covered.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
I think he's a brim hat, and I think he's just playing like stupid. That's why the instructor just left because I feel like he don't want to be around that right now. Like I think there's something darker to that.
I thought he was just a bitch because Kiefer
I
called
mean,
him
yeah.
out. Like,
Yeah, no, like I agree. I think he is. I think he is a bitch, but I think he's playing that. Like I don't know. And
you
again,
think
it's
they're
just a
in
prediction.
cahoots
Yeah,
to,
yeah,
that's interesting.
yeah.
That'd be an
Because-
interesting twist.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole place they're at in general has forbidden magic in it. So I don't
Yeah.
know. That'd be interesting. And
And
shout out, yo, hey, let's pause for a second. Shout out to them putting more like melanin in anime, bro.
oh, yo,
You know what
I
I'm
was going
saying?
to talk about it. So that's the same chick he was talking to like early on, right?
Yep.
Yo, that's my new anime babe, bro.
About
I found
time.
another one.
Yeah,
I found
man.
another
About
one.
time. They
stack it up.
She showed up. She came out that little penguin stuff, and I was like, ooh. Yes,
Hey,
Lord. I was like, yes,
Hey,
Lord. I was like, show me more.
Yeah.
I need her to proctor my test. You know?
We gonna actually it's getting to the point where we can have a legitimate list that's not gonna be all the same soon. Like they just keep
Oh yeah,
adding.
bro. When we did the whole baddie episode, bro, like that was like in the moment. You asked me today, my list might be completely. I mean, there's still gonna be like maybe 2 that's like no matter what they not moving.
Yeah.
But that top 5 is gonna be hard, bro, because there's so many options, bro.
It's definitely a day by day thing. Like I'm like,
Uh-huh.
I would have
and
to
then
think
sometimes
about it.
I'll be like, dang, I didn't even think about
There's
such and
quite a
such,
few.
or like
Yeah.
Yeah.
sub
Yeah.
there. Oh,
But-
quick side note, because this was a topic I wanted to hit on real quick, but it's a quick one. What anime do you think has the densest population of baddies? Like the most baddies.
I think it's a tie.
Like a legitimate anime, or like
I'll let you go first, nigga. I'll let you go first.
Yeah, go
like
ahead.
legitimate
And
anime.
don't say no 100
or like-
girlfriends. It ain't 100 girlfriends. It's not.
It
I'm
is.
sorry. It's not.
It is.
It's not. I scanned,
Bro, and
I
we
scanned
only on, like-
pictures. They're like 2 there.
And we on, bro, but we only on 10. You don't even see we haven't even seen all 100 yet.
Right.
I had to do some research, but it ain't 100 girlfriends. But you could choose it.
So
I would have to think.
Bleach.
yeah, I was gonna
It's
say
Bleach,
it's between I'm gonna say between Bleach and Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail had you had
Why do you say Bleach?
Lucy.
Why wouldn't it just be One Piece?
Cause One Piece, all of them look. When you really look at
What?
it, One Piece, they all look alike, bro.
Well, hold up now. One Piece is a better pick than 100 girlfriends, but One Piece ain't messing because Robin is like up there.
One Piece is, but here's the thing, Robin is up there. Don't get me wrong. Like One Piece got some baddies, but if you really pay attention to a lot of the One Piece girls, if you just change their eye color and hair, they're the same looking chick. Like Robin looked just like the Alabasta chick. Like
They
she
do
also
be
looked like,
be reusing body frames. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, yeah. Like you have
You ever see that thing where they had like they'll draw a Dragon Ball Z face and then they'll make it into like different characters or whatever? Like,
I never seen that.
They'll just change the eyes. It'll be Gohan now.
But, like,
it is Goku.
I'm curious why you say
but like
why
Boa,
you say Bleach. How is it Bleach?
bro, how is it not? So you got
Seriously.
you got the. We'll start with somebody you're not even thinking of.
They're
You remember
randoms that are crazy.
Do you remember the Arankar number 3, the chick
Alabel?
with the
Yep.
with the yellow hair?
100%.
No one even talk about her, baddie.
Yep.
You got
Rangiku.
you got Rengiku. Look,
Yo, Tsunade before Tsunade.
Rengiku is top tier. And then
Yoruichi?
we're not even gonna. I was gonna save her
goat?
for last. I was gonna save her for last.
You don't even
bro.
have to.
And then you got Nell when she grows up.
Yes.
You got Nell when she grows
As
up.
an adult.
Gotta be clear. And then,
Great- great
as much as she's
specification.
annoying, Orihime,
Yep.
Orihime,
Hands down.
Yo, they got some top
There,
tier.
Lisa, who y'all probably don't remember. She's one of the mask people. She got glasses. They're random. There are random baddies that you don't even think about.
Oh, the one that be shooting them in the rocket to get to the little
Yes, with the one arm.
yeah.
Yep.
How you got one arm and you still bad? Like
Seriously,
bro,
I
Bleach
would have
is
to think honestly.
go ahead and put
My-
that
my pick
prosthetic
was
on.
between-
Let's go.
but my pick was between Bleach and Fairy Tail. Like, cause Fairy Tail had some.
All of them were pretty
I
much.
feel like Fairy Tail's one of those. I don't think Fairy Tail's drawn well enough to compete with Bleach. Like Bleach has some elite animation.
I agree.
All right, hold on.
Go what?
High School DxD.
That's not fair though. That's
Is
not
it
fair.
Is it?
That's not fair because
That's a
High School
fan service
DxD
anime,
was like,
but-
yeah, it was meant to literally like, like
It was one of the only fan service animes to actually last. It had
it had 4 seasons, I think. Yeah.
Does
Yeah.
it have
like it
more?
was always rated highly.
Do you think it
might
has
have.
more than Bleach though?
But that's the thing, like,
Yes.
well, I don't think so because. So here's the thing. No, so here's the thing. Like, I see where nigga was going with it, right? Like, all the girls were baddies, but they didn't have as many. That's the thing. Like, High School DxD just had a small core of baddies, whereas Bleach, the minute you think you got all of them, oh wait, but what about
Then
body
types are different. Like it's not like they just reuse like regular. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like
Yeah. And then you might have a thing for what's her name? Medical
Rukia?
squad captain. Well, not Rukia, but if you like little flat chested chicks too, like Rukia, especially like Rukia was cute in her weird way. Like she's like, you got that. Remember back in the days when you had like that homegirl who like you was mad cool with. You would never like,
Or she was like an asshole all the time, and you like,
yeah,
you got it cute.
but yeah,
Nah.
at the time you never had one of those. You from Philly, bro?
Yo,
What that-
nigga will be
You from Philly.
disagreeing just to disagree sometimes. This nigga lying. He's
Yeah.
lying.
100. You
I'm
always want to
not.
be different. You always want to be different, bro.
Nah.
You're lying, bro. You're
I
lying,
never had-
bro. You're
I
from
never
Philly.
had those.
We both from the Northeast, bro. We both
Right.
from the East Coast. We all got them women. That's how they move out there, bro.
Maybe that's his baseline,
What's the
bro.
Japanese term? A souvenir, bro. We grew up around souvenirs, bro. Like that's what.
I've
Isn't it
never had a
Sundare?
homegirl like that.
Did you say souvenir?
Whatever. I don't know. Souvenir, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Okay. I'm on my New York energy right now.
But maybe nigga forgot because his baseline might be. I think y'all baseline is rude. You down south now, so you're removed from it. Nigga still up north, so he's like, that's all girls
Never
aren't
removed
just
from-
rude and angry all the time. like
Yeah,
no,
but he
nigga,
like-
they're nice ones.
Yeah,
No,
bro.
they're all
I'm telling you, nah. I'm on. I don't like. You know how I feel about agreeing with Panda, but I think Bleach might have it. And the only, I might say, like I said, Fairy Tail is probably number 2. Number 3 is,
Because I guess you would have to go with another anime who has world built on the scale as Bleach and introduced a lot of women characters.
yeah. Like I think by default,
Naruto probably.
you have to give.
Yeah, but Naruto don't
Yeah.
have. They do.
Naruto got some.
Tsunade,
The whole
her assistant,
Cloud Village.
like the Cloud Village.
You're just being biased. You just being
even,
biased.
Nah, bro. Like even what's his name? Shikamaru's wife, who becomes his wife. Like she was actually
Yeah.
she was fine, with her little fan, with her little
Mari.
rude again.
Yeah, she
That's
was.
her name. Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, she was fine, and I like her little attitude. Like again, it was close to it felt relatable. Like like
Like I understand. I get it. I
Yeah.
get the pick.
like as much as you hate her, Sakura, like she had her cute moments.
You know,
Older when she got older. I didn't like her in Naruto.
You got to remove yourself hating the character because some of them characters
Yeah.
were like, you just
Yeah,
be like,
exactly. Because what's her name? Who
Ino?
we talked about who was useless.
oh,
Ino, fine.
Hinata?
Ino, fine. But Hinata, but no, Sensei. I
was
already forgot her
these-
name. I already forgot her
Remember-
name.
remember
Genjutsu
the random-
specialist.
Oh,
specialist.
Kurenai or whatever.
Oh,
Kurenai
yeah,
Sensei.
yeah.
Fine,
Yeah,
she's
yeah,
fine
yeah.
as hell.
Yeah, that's true.
She was actually probably my Naruto crush.
Until she
my
got
Naruto
washed.
crush until she got washed. Yeah. Yep.
That's
You know those
the
random,
red
those
eyes.
random shorties, shorties that pulled up to the village and beat Naruto's ass after the pain fight. You remember that? It was like a
That
a
filler?
filler episode.
Oh yeah, that was filler,
Oh,
bro.
okay.
That was filler. I don't
No, it was filler.
like. I watched fillers when it was coming out week to week. I don't watch fillers anymore, so I don't remember. That. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, ain't no way you gonna catch me watching fillers by choice.
Nah. And Naruto
Except for that
is
one
the king
baseball
of filler.
except for that one baseball episode in Dragon Ball Super. I don't know if y'all remember that episode, the baseball episode. That one was actually like a good ass filler episode. I'm going off tangent now, but that was a good ass episode.
Did they highlight Yamcha in this?
Yeah, that's what made it
Okay.
funny, bro. Because like Yamcha had his moment, but he, they still made him Yamcha. Like that shit was actually funny. If y'all have a chance, remember, go watch the Dragon Ball Super baseball
We gotta
filler
put some
episode.
respect on Yamcha, bro. He's really a human.
So is
He's a
Krillin.
human.
Like,
So was Krillin. Yeah, thank you.
he was in the tournament
Like,
of power. Yamcha,
bro.
like,
Yamcha got cucked since he's been getting cucked since 1989, bro. Like
he's
no.
the OG cuck. He's the OG cuck.
Yeah,
Like,
okay.
That's
Okay,
called
okay,
spade
fine.
a spade.
Fine.
Yamcha's the OG cuck.
He gets no respect, bro. I'll give Chaozu more respect before I give Yamcha more respect.
Yeah.
Oh,
At
the
least he
wind
died
gone.
on his own terms.
I mean, you got to think about it. How many humans are stronger than him? One.
Krillin, Master
Master
Roshi,
Roshi.
maybe
Yo, what is
Hercule. I
going
don't even
on in
know.
your background, bro? What is your wife doing?
Yo, hey, tell her to chill, bro. I know it's you. Nah, see. Nah, we can't let you slide, bro.
Yo, she doing spring cleaning in the summer? Like, what is she doing?
Nah, you know what it is, bro? She doing it on purpose. Man, fuck your little podcast, man. Cleaning this shit up.
And I'm not editing this out. The world gotta know your wife trifling for this, bro.
Cleaning all aggressively, like, hey, it ain't that dirty, bro. It's
She
not.
be dropping the she dropping the trash bag multiple times in front of the.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
You know
Don't do that.
when you be all extra opening trash bags up.
She doing laundry. She aggressively out folding getting the wrinkles out.
The folds ain't even coming out right because she too angry doing it.
Yo, your wife
Y'all play
going
too
in.
much. Y'all play too
Oh
much.
snap!
Oh.
But nah. But back on track, cause. But nah, I do.
Okay.
As far as anime, like if you give me some time to think, I could probably come up with more. But off the top of my head, I think the order is Bleach, Fairy Tail / One Piece. If you're okay with One Piece having the same template,
No, it's Fairy Tail / Naruto. I think Naruto has
Naruto over One Piece.
yeah,
Fairy
bro.
Tail's a good pick,
Okay,
though. Because I
You
don't
said-
think Fairy Tail didn't miss.
and they had
At all.
and everybody in Fairy Tail had bodies. Everybody in Fairy Tail.
Wasn't it the
They
same
didn't
body
miss.
though?
I mean, so
Like Mary Jane, she's top tier.
mhm.
changed
Mary Jane was
heads.
top tier. Mary Jane was top tier. When they
Call her
introduced Mary
Isn't
Jane,
it Mira Jane?
what happens, man? You always want to correct people with their names, bro. Like, who
Yo,
cares?
Mary Jane is from Spider-Man, bro. I can't let y'all fly with some of this shit, bro.
But did you know who we were talking about? Like,
Yes, but these niggas watching know who you talking about. I don't know.
yo, well, if they don't know who we talking
All right,
about,
my guy.
then they shouldn't be watching our podcast. All right,
Oh, hold up now.
like,
We got the pronunciation.
yeah, I didn't mean
bro.
that. I didn't mean that. Listen, by this point, the fans know when it come to names, I ain't the one. All right?
Yeah.
I am not the one. You know how many times I be getting cooked in the comments? They be like, I'm supposed to take his opinion, and he can't even say the name right. Like, I be like, first of all, fuck you. But
First of all, you a bitch.
but
I do want to ask y'all a question.
what's up?
Because I know we discussed it's about MarriageToxin.
Mhm.
I just want to know your thoughts on the latest episode. Like, what do you think of, I guess, the Beast Master, and his power, his technique.
I don't think he's one of the families though. Actually,
I
Oh,
thought he
one
was.
that's
Didn't he?
sitting-
He said he's the head. He said he's the head of the
The
of
one that was sitting
He
in
said
like
he's the king.
yeah,
He
but
said
I don't
he's the
think he's
king
one
of
of the
the Beast
five
family.
families though. I don't think.
Oh, you don't think
I
the
thought the
Beast
Beast-
family is one of the five?
I don't
Oh,
think
you
so.
don't think?
I don't think so. Cause like, why
Why
are
you
you
say
trying
that?
so hard to get his DNA, bro? Like, if you're one of the five, you know what I'm saying?
Because that's his
That's
like
his
obsession.
thing.
He wants to create new things. So, and you got to admit that's a dope ass combination. If you could get
Oh yeah, for
the
sure.
the OD strong dude with the poison master
Mhm.
and combine them, that's a crazy little combo. So I think that's just his obsession. He's kind of like the remember what's his name from Bleach? The
Oh yeah.
Kuruchi, yeah, like he just want to experiment. You know, that's his thing.
Yeah.
Do you
Karuchi,
think-
Karuchki.
I
Do you
can't remember.
think they're good at fighting?
Yes, I do think they're good at fighting.
Yeah, I think it's based on the animals that they can use because like even the dude who he was using, like anybody else, he's a strong dude. You know what I mean? If he fights anybody else but the MC, he's a weirdo.
Sorry.
Like
Sorry, I just remembered the bear practicing karate, bro. Just on the
what blood? I knew it wasn't going to be that easy. Yo, That whole scene was just random but funny as hell.
Are we convinced though that that he can control other animals though? I thought that was just specific to like the sub clan that the dude was in.
No,
That
well,
was
that's what I'm
under
saying.
the
Like, I'm
Beast
not
clan.
saying he can control other animals, but I do think like like you said, like the sub beast families. I think they
Yeah,
all have a power where they. I think that's depending on the animal you can control can make you a real good fighter. You know what I mean? And like being able to control birds is actually a dope power if you use it right. You know, I think it was a weird combination to have birds in baseball, but
Yeah,
like
yeah, that
you
shit was
know,
corny.
they lost me with that. I ain't gonna hold
yeah,
you.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
was like,
understand that.
they,
That was kind of corny,
yeah, that was definitely a swing
but
and a miss.
but I do think it
Here,
was dope where they kept him like
Time out,
I
time
see what you
out, time
did. I
out.
see what you did there.
yeah,
Bum.
but
This nigga's court. This
It
nigga's
got
Courtney.
it actually got funnier the more I think about it though. But I do like how they're making him still like kind of cold blooded because like he killed that motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you thought you was about to just be a good guy and get off easy? Nah, I'm gonna kill you. Like you're
yeah,
sorry, bird boy.
hmm
Like I thought that was kind of dope, you know, because and yet how I feel about it, I feel like it was getting to this happy-go-lucky type anime where there's no like real consequence, you know. But
I
to see him die was reassuring.
I still think it's kind of happy go
That's
lucky.
fucked up, I know. Yeah, it is, but like there's still some type of darkness to it. Like,
I
Oh
think
yeah,
I think and what I hope too, I think and I also hope I think it's building us up to have us finally hit that oh shit moment. Like, oh
mm-hmm.
shit, this just
I
got
hope,
real. Like, but
I
if
hope
it
so.
doesn't, then it's going to fall flat and be underwhelming as an anime, unfortunately.
Yeah, this
do you think
anime.
we've seen the Poison Master uh, at his
Oh
strongest?
no, we
Oh no,
haven't.
not at all, not at all. He hasn't fought another. We won't see his strongest until he fights another five
Probably,
family
probably the
person.
Beastmaster.
I mean,
I'm
Yeah.
assuming.
he tried it with the mutant because he hit that triple dose, but he passed out. So
Mm-hmm.
we know there are
Yeah.
levels he hasn't
He hasn't reached yet.
used.
And he only if he does that triple
Right.
dose while he's fully healthy. Remember, he said I shouldn't do this when I'm already
Hmm
already fatigued. So if he hits that full dose like from the initial, then we'll probably see him. That motherfucker probably go like Ultra Instinct or something, you know.
Yeah.
But we'll see. This anime has for me at least, it's only going to be two directions for me. Either I lock in or I completely drop it. Like it's not even going to be I'll just grind through it because I'm already invested. Like if they completely botch like the final fight, I'm done with it.
It's
Here,
over for you.
Yeah.
I I might give it another. I would try.
I would
I
wait for y'all
think
to confirm to give it a try.
yeah, I think I'm in the I'll bite the bullet and power through because at least it ain't Shield Hero, bro. That's where I got
Oh yeah.
lost.
Yo, Shield Hero season. I still haven't got past season 2.
Couldn't get
It's
past the
crazy
turtle,
because
bro.
the latest season was really, really good.
I'll
And I
take your
get
word
that. You
for it,
know,
bro.
here's the thing. I
It's
heard the
really, really
same
good.
thing about Shield Hero. People say that, and I hear the same thing about Fire Force. And it's funny because both of them was season 2. Season 2 was what made me I enjoyed season 1 of Shield Hero a lot. I thought it was going to be goated anime. I said the same thing about Fire. I didn't think Fire Force was going to be goated, but I was like, Fire Force is actually good. Like I enjoy it. And then I got to season 2, and I was like, oh my god! Like, is anything gonna happen? You
Yeah,
know?
I get it. I get it.
but
But I'm hearing
Fire
But
Force
great
is
things
good
about
though.
Fire Force.
but
Yeah,
those things, like
I'm
I
hearing
agree
like the
with
last
both of
season
you.
was crazy. I heard.
Yeah, I agree with y'all. But maybe marriage toxin, it doesn't fall into that bucket for me. If it's like an
Yeah.
average season, I don't think I'll give season 2 a chance. I'll probably just drop it as well.
Right now it's a real MarriageToxin is a roller coaster right now. It
Mhm.
really is.
I
Like
feel
cuz
like the
it's
ratings dropping every week. Like every time I
yeah,
look,
I agree. I don't think the episodes have gotten I don't think the episodes have gotten better. Like the last good episode was probably the sound when he fought the Sound Master.
Yeah. But he hasn't,
think
to
that
be
was
fair, he hasn't fought a master since then. So
Yeah, true.
it's been pretty consistent, but slightly going down right now.
Yeah,
But
like what was the high? What's the at its best? What's the highest score you gave it? Like, what would be the highest score you would have given an episode so far that you could remember? I still wouldn't give it over a 7.5.
I
I'm
don't
probably
think
the
I'm
same,
equipped
to
to
be
answer
honest.
this question.
I
Because
was trying to put 8 in my head, but I don't think an episode deserved an 8 for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
What'd you say, Nigwu?
I said I don't. I think I'm a little bit biased when it comes to MarriageToxin because originally, before I started watching it, I saw like a hype trailer for it, and I was like, "This anime going to be mid." Before I even started watching it,
yeah, you did say that.
So I think I came in. So I think I came in with the expectation that it was just going to be mid, and
the bar is high, so like you're enjoying it more than what your expectations were.
It's just
It's meeting your
it's just-
expectations as a mid anime.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
just
it's a
meeting my
meeting.
I
It's
get
like,
it. I get it.
okay.
And
So
since
it's a
you
6
said
for
that,
you. So it's like
first-
a 5-6.
Oh, go ahead.
yeah. I mean, okay. So when we rate things, if you can't pick a 7, what would it be? I think it would be like a 6 or a 5, 6.
I think it's above a 5 for me
Yeah,
right
it definitely
now.
is above a 5 because I'm tuning in every week.
A
It's like
5
5,
is like
6.
I could care less. I'm still
Or like a 5.5 to a 6.
I would I'm not mad. I won't. That's one of
If
those
you give it
where
a 6, I wouldn't be mad at it.
I'm not going to argue with you if you feel like that's not. I'm not going to die on that hill. I could see why you said that. You know what I'm saying?
But remember my
That
question
doesn't make
though.
it bad though.
No,
It's not like
I
a
remember my
3.
question.
That's an average
We're not
score.
arguing. I'm not arguing with you, but remember my question. Like me and Panda, we're saying the best episode so far. That was my question.
Oh,
what's the highest score you would have given MarriageToxin as far as just an episode? I'm saying 7.5. So if you want to say overall it's a 5.5, 6, that's fine.
Okay.
Like I agree because the highest score I'm giving it for an episode is like a 7.5.
Yeah, I would
Which
say
episode
7,
was it?
7.5.
Which episode was it for you?
It might. Was it episode?
Might have been episode 1.
No,
Whichever one where he murked he murked the whole
Watermaster.
Yeah.
that
Yes.
whole
Yeah, I was gonna say, was that episode 2 or
It
3?
was
Was
like
that
episode 2.
okay. Yeah, okay, yeah. So that's the second. That's probably the highest episode for me. But then the second highest episode is probably episode 1, where like he tries to save old girl dude, and like he murks the whole that. Remember, he's
I
supposed to
remember.
interrogate her.
I ain't gonna
Yeah.
hold you. I ain't gonna hold
Because
you.
I thought I liked that twist. It was just like, oh, this is like it was like a good surprise twist. You know what I mean? So it bumped up the score for me because it's like, oh, this anime has a good direction. You know?
I ain't gonna hold you. I'd be dishonest if I didn't mention it, but I really enjoyed the episode with the Bug Master when he was getting married. I like that episode for some reason.
That was
a
actually
good episode.
cool.
That was
That
a
was
good.
cool.
Yeah, it was like a because
It
it's
was
like
cool.
That was
as boys, like us three, like it was like, yo, no matter what y'all going through, like, yo, your boy is always gonna be your boy. You're gonna
Right.
be there for your boy. You know what I mean?
That
Like,
was-
so
they
that was
had
like
some-
yeah. I actually like that episode. You know what?
that
You
was-
good shit, nigga. Good shit.
That was a good
no,
one.
that was my episode.
I ain't gonna lie.
I
Yo.
fuck with that, you know.
I was like, yeah,
And my
man,
boy flew away with his wife, like
And then,
little butterfly wings.
and yo, you know what was dope? They gave the dynamic like, yo, he's actually like, yo, he could tell you to go kill yourself, and you would have to do it because of your position. But he's like, nah, that's my boy. Like, that was kind of dope. I'd say that was the closest to an 8. I don't know if
Yeah.
it was the closest to an 8 that
I think as far as like overall, like putting all the components of a good episode together, that was its best episode.
for sure.
You know
For
what
sure.
I mean? Because it still had the action, it had a good story. You know what I mean? Good dialogue, like, and like the villain wasn't anybody threatening, but he was good enough to kind of like, you know, kind of build that, show you that bond between them. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, he ain't really no threat, but yeah, I got enough time to reminisce. But
All right, last on the new episodes or whatever. What'd you think about
Mhm.
Daemons this week or this
Okay,
past
so
episode?
maybe I'll probably sound a little like silly saying this. I did not know that a gun could kill a demon. I didn't know.
Yeah, that was an interesting twist, but that's a military grade sniper rifle. That shit was
I
a 50 cal
understand
clear.
that,
That
but
shit was
it's
a
like
50 cal.
when they
Yeah,
explain
it
what
was. It
demons
was like a
are.
50 cal. It wasn't,
No, I
but
Hmm.
it
understand
was
that.
shooting like one.
I understand, right? When they explain what demons were, it does to me. It doesn't make sense that a gun could kill it.
I see what you're saying, and I
Like
I don't
to me,
disagree with you.
that takes away some of the threat
Mm,
of a
I don't.
demon to me.
I think the only threat of a daemon though is really the fact that you can't see them. You know what I mean? That's like their biggest threat. As long as you have a daemon that's capable of fighting, you're always in the fight. You know what I
well,
mean? Like you stand a
and that ain't gonna work on
and
left and right because they're stone. So it's
yeah,
like,
they're stone. So like every daemon is different. Like those dudes.
They're also dogs, right?
Sorry, there's like a freaking a public safety alert.
Th-
Oh my god! And it's like beeping in my ear.
They're
nigga,
also
turn your phone
dogs,
off.
right? They're stone
Hold
dogs
on,
No, they're like guardian
I can't even hear
statues.
you. My AirPods switched. What do you say?
because they keep referring to them as like mutts or dogs, whatever.
Well, that was just
Uh,
them because they hate each other. So like they call them pets because they follow a master like like a dog would.
I'm
Like
trying to remember.
they called them mutts because like they were loyal to their master like a dog would be. You know what I mean? Whereas even though they don't really know, like they got free will. They could do whatever they want. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So that's why they call them, they got hatred for each other. Like those like Bigfoot and Big Hand, I mean long foot, long leg and long arm got hatred for left and right. So
yo, that combining was so whack, bro.
corny. This is our true form. And then they gave it a name. Bro, you just standing on
Well,
his shoulder.
what? A
You just
nigga with
standing on
long
his
arms
shoulder.
and long legs. That's
You just one tall nigga. Like that's all you are. You just standing on his shoulder.
what's the nigga name? Wembley? You just Wembley, bro.
Yeah, this nigga Wemby, yo. He Wemby.
That shit pissed me off. I
It was
ain't
like
gonna
this.
hold you.
What made me mad was the announcement that they made. Like it wasn't even a transformation. My boy was just standing on his shoulder, bro. Like this is our true form, and then they gave it a name, bro.
Yeah.
With
Derek keeps climbing the rankings though of favorite characters of mine.
yeah. Now
Oh,
I
Dara
think
been up there.
yeah, Dara
For
definitely
me.
up there, but
Every episode.
I think it's still hard to top Yuru. Like Yuru's still just he just a cold motherfucking no fear, bro. And like for him, I found it so dope that like he can assess situations. Like he was like, I saw my sister have to open her hand and close it, so I figured Seal's the opposite. Like, bro, that's some that's some
hmm
that's some great thinking, right? You know what I mean? Like I gave him props for thinking that far ahead. You know?
That's facts.
Mm-hmm.
So it was an interesting dynamic, like the Daemons that they came across because they wanted to know if they should kill him or not because if they killed him, then
They
he
might
would
awaken
attain.
Seal.
He
Yeah.
would right, and if they didn't, then well, there was no if they didn't. They just wanted to kill him. They just didn't want to awaken Seal. Is this going to be? Do you guys think this is going to be like an ongoing,
Dilemma.
I guess, dilemma for people, trying to, I guess,
I know what you're
like
saying. I'd say no, just
manipulate
because
and take advantage of Seal?
because they were sealed for a long ass time, so they're already like, yo, I'm not trying to be sealed again. We were sealed for like 1,000 years, bro. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
trying to. I'm
Right.
not
Yeah.
fucking around. Like,
So
I think that was just like
I don't
their
really have the
dynamic.
answer to that question, but you asking that question did make me think of another question that I don't really know if they confirmed it. Were they? Did the long arm and long legs have an actual master, or were they one of those demons that just didn't have a master anymore, so they were confined to that area?
I don't think they had a master. I think someone just broke the seal, and wherever the safe house is where they were sealed.
Yeah, so
I'm guessing.
that's
I think
what I was thinking too. Like they were just bind to that area, right? Because they were sealed there, but they don't actually.
because
Because I feel like
because they they had their like mediums or whatever they called them, like the legs and the arms that were bound that they used.
Oh yeah, the relics.
Yeah. So I don't think they had a master.
I don't know, because it wouldn't.
But they were also looking for the master.
Here's why I say they might have still had a master and we just don't know who it was. Is because they could have, if they didn't have a master, you just leave them in the area and they'll die eventually. Like Daryl was concerned. The reason they didn't want to just leave the area was like, I don't want people figuring out how to like get here. And that would only be relevant if he had a master. If they're bound to the area, they're never leaving and nobody's ever finding them.
And that's where I agree. Like, that's where I still have my skepticism. Like, yeah, they might be a master, but at the same time, like, I just feel like at this point, we've seen Yuru's hunting skills, and I feel like he would have sensed that nigga by now. You know what I mean? Like, maybe the fog messed with his senses. I don't know, but it's like
his senses aren't absolute. Like, the dude with the sword, he wasn't 100%. He's not like, he's animal-like, but
he's still human.
Like,
but he's still human.
Yeah, still human. You know what I mean?
And I feel like now they're trying real hard to like. All I know is they're really, when they finally announce who this antagonist finally is, it better be the dopest reveal, because now I feel like they're really trying hard to not reveal one. So
what are you talking about? They just did.
Who was the antagonist? Well, the house. I know the dude, the Kagomori clan dude, but like,
yeah,
but we still don't know who the that master.
Wait. Tell me. Let me get something straight. You think the Kagomori that used his daemon, the butterfly, to tail them is a bad guy?
I don't think he's a true antagonist. Yeah, that's what I agree. I don't think he's a true antagonist.
Bad guy is a bad word to use here.
I think he's just spying because he's still a Kagomori clan, and you know they still got beef with the Higashi clan. Because remember the previous episode, or not the 2 episodes ago, like they wanted to tail him. Like they're like, hey, do you still have the picture of that of Dara in your phone? Like they still wanted to tail him. I just think old dude and from the Kagomori clan was just a step ahead. He has the perfect daemon to tail. And he's doing his own. Remember, he's doing his own thing.
Yeah, he's doing his own thing.
Yeah,
and they already said like they all don't think alike.
They're all like, it seems like there's different factions
and
people at work, different power struggles and things like that.
They already kind of suspected him, especially Dara, because remember, I can't remember who said it, if it was Dara or somebody. But when they finally came back to the house, and then someone was like, "With your keen hearing, you didn't hear what was going on."
When they first got there, and he was like, and they were like, "Yo, why you here, bro?" Like they were like, "Yo, get this bomb out, get this man out of here."
That was the first encounter. After the dudes raided that house.
Yeah.
And then they all came. The whole Kagomori clan finally came, and then dude was like, I don't remember who asked him, but he was like, "Yo, as keen as your senses are, your hearing is, you didn't hear all." And he was like, I was having a good sleep or whatever. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
So they suspect him.
It's possible.
They suspect him. He's definitely some. Again, this is what I love about Daemons. We don't know. It just gives us more questions, and it's like, damn. There's so many angles. There's so many directions we can take with this.
Yeah. And it's not just him. It's like that guy was. His guys got 2 of his guys got murked off the bat.
Yeah.
Like, and he did not fucking care at all. But
I'm a little upset that you saved a shorty though.
The grandma, man, she got a man at home. She trying to make him dinner, bro. I respect her, bro.
She snitched OD. That old lady would have to.
Do you see how fast? Do you see how fast she became an op?
Yeah,
she was like,
bro.
Listen, I'll tell you
everything you need to know.
Get her.
If I was you, that would. She got to go.
Get her out of here.
Nah, she was like, man, look, bro. See, this is what you be doing, nigga. I don't like that junk, bro. She old. Yes, tell Granny. You didn't sign up for that. You signed up to tail him. You didn't sign up for long arms and long legs to fucking kill you. Hell no.
She even said, like, yo, I even sent my Daemons home. Like, I left my Daemons at home.
Bro, I even got...
Listen.
You can't
left her Daemons at home.
Pull up with nothing, bro.
She left her Daemons at home. Her ass should have been home with her Daemons, cooking dinner.
Bro, she had a
for
mission, bro. She couldn't say no. She couldn't say no.
She could have. Yes, the fuck she could.
Yo, but on topic, like something that you made me bring wants me to bring it to another topic though, because you said like the whole like how a gun can kill a daemon, and it made me think about something that we talked about, like we wanted to bring up today, like anime with with the best power scaling.
Power scaling.
Like, which anime do you think has like the best power scaling or most sensible power scaling, and why?
JJK. JJK.
Let me hear your thoughts.
Has the best power scaling.
Let me hear your thoughts.
JJK has, and let's define, like,
Talking to your mic.
consistency wise, like it makes sense. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, just I'm not going to argue with you. Like I just want to hear your point as to why you say JJK.
I want to know, because that's from a consistency standpoint.
Consistency, like sensibility, like whatever your reasoning is. Yeah, like I want to hear why you chose that.
So JJK covered all their bases, even with like growth. They even said like, yo, sometimes just something can happen where you just like grow exponentially. The way they paired people up, I never once in that anime felt like somebody got a random power boost. Just like that didn't make sense. That they didn't justify already.
Kind of disappointed in you.
Why are you disappointed in him?
Because I thought you would say like Hunter x Hunter, for example.
That's my answer.
I mean, as far as power scaling.
But I'm gonna let him finish. I'm gonna let him finish debating, and then I'm gonna let him finish with his defense or whatever you want to call it, and then you go. Cause nigga, I agree with you. My answer is Hunter x Hunter, and you're also lame. Who the fuck says the X? Like Hunter x Hunter,
bro.
Yeah, it's just Hunter x Hunter, bro.
Hunter x Hunter.
I say the X.
Yeah, all right,
nigga.
All right, nigga, whatever.
All right, anyway, but I don't know. It's Jujutsu Kaisen has done a good job of they made really strong characters look I don't know any other anime who's done this as effectively as JJK. They made ridiculously strong characters look weak just by who they chose to match them up with, and then when you double back and think about it, you're like, oh, this character actually wasn't weak. It's because he fought somebody who's the strongest person in the whole verse.
Yeah.
And they do that a lot. They do that a lot.
That's a good point.
So, but go ahead. Why y'all think it's Hunter x Hunter?
No, well, the example that you just gave, I was going to give for Hunter x Hunter because
me and nigga on the same page today.
A strong character could lose to a weak character. I mean, based off of the matchup and the quality and the characteristics of their nin and shit like that.
Yeah.
So I thought that, like, those little intricacies, I thought it made Hunter x Hunter like super interesting, and the power scaling, was reasonable.
I agree. I agree 100% with that, because like for all your reasons you named JJK, Panda is the same thing I feel about Hunter x Hunter, because you have like the base powers, right? You have manipulator, you have emitter, what was it? Enhancer, transmute. I can't remember all of them, but you have all of these. Like there's like 6 or 7 of these base powers, but then your personality plays into role with how it forms your powers. You know what I mean? And matchups really matter. You can have, like, just like you both said, you can be fighting the strongest person in the world, but if that person may just be strong overall, but if he has a bad match, you could catch him slipping. You know what I mean? And then what I also love about Nen is the limitations that you put on it. Perfect example, Kurapika's chains, right? If he fights, like, his chains are not really OP if he fights regular people, but when he fights the spiders, like, it's untouchable. You know what I mean? Like, so like those limitations and the conditions that they put on their Nen abilities also matters a lot. And I think the power scaling is just, I'm not saying it's the I am saying I think it's just the most sensible of all of them. Like it's fair, and like there's no like world like you had Miriam and then you had the director, right? But besides those two, there wasn't like world busters. Like there weren't these motherfuckers who you could be worried about like destroying the whole world,
Yuppie,
huh?
Yuppie, Pito, like those.
They were.
I don't even think the chairman could necessarily put those ants down, like in his age.
I think the chairman could. I don't know. I personally think the chairman could have beat P2. It wouldn't be easy. I'm not saying he would wash P2 because I mean he went.
If Zero Hand doesn't kill her, how's he going to kill her?
I just think like the way because we saw how he went toe to toe. Well, for the most part,
I think Zero Hand would have killed her.
Yeah, but it's hard to say because it hardly damaged Meruem. So
but
it's like
Miriam is a different.
You can't even really scale it.
But that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I mentioned. Besides Miriam and the director, like those were the two. Like they appear. You know what I mean? So like to compare what the director did to
and that nigga with the dragon, whatever I forget what was his name. Wasn't he?
The dragon.
I thought he was on their level. Yeah.
The one that Kurapika fought, I mean not Kurapika, Killua fought?
No, I think this was Killua's like grandfather or something.
Oh. Nah, I don't think he on the same level as Miriam.
It's hard to I'll give some pushback on the Hunter x Hunter pick just because and I agree with a lot of your points, but the reason I wouldn't give it to them is because they do what they did was, and they did it, I'll give them this. They did it better than probably any other anime has done it, but I don't know if I think the writer did do it on purpose, I feel, but they made a character who outscales everybody so much that you just throw everything you said, you throw it out the window. You know what I'm saying? It's not matchup dependent anymore. It doesn't matter what your nin is. You're not beating Meruem. You're just not.
Yeah, and I mean we talked about that though, right? Like we talked about that. That was the one thing that they did. That was the one thing they did wrong in Hunter x Hunter, right? But overall, I think they were pretty consistent with the nen abilities and how it works. But you can say that for almost any anime. Like even with JJ, like I do. If you want to say like for me, what I put number 2, I might actually put JJK number 2 as far as power scaling. I think it does make a lot of sense, but they kind of did the same thing.
You don't think they did the same with Gojo? Like
no, he died.
That's the point I was trying to make. Like that's the point I was trying to make. Like they sealed him. Like you had to seal him away just to get all this to happen. You know what I mean? Like because you have to remove that anomaly.
Yeah, but here's the thing they did with Gojo. When Gojo was a kid, he lost because it actually showed, with the plan, with the right tools, he's not unbeatable. He's the strongest. He was the strongest as a young, like, before he knew reverse curse technique, he was already the strongest.
Yeah.
Because his presence was already that, but he still lost to Toji. You know what I'm saying? Like, legitimately, because he had a plan, he had curse tools to deal with him. It's like, you're the strongest, but you can still lose. And they keep that. Meruem, they poison him.
I don't think they ever even tried to explore that option with Meruem.
Yeah, I think
they tried to try to make a
plan. I think the one plot hole, the one issue
because he was so new. He was so new.
Yeah,
they can't let him. Meruem wasn't even at his full potential, not even close. They couldn't. He's so strong that they couldn't even let him reach his potential, or else it'd be nothing they could do.
But again, we're talking about one character versus the whole verse. You know what I mean? And like, and we all agree that was a writing flaw with what they did with Miriam. Like we're not blind to that either. But I think overall they kept it very consistent. Like I like the fact that hey, here's Nen. We have these 7 base Nen powers. But at the end of the day, whatever your personality and how you train is going to affect your style and how you use it. Like
I agree. We don't have to argue that. I agree with all that.
Yeah.
I just said the Chimera Ant arc put outliers in there. Like you have a very consistent way of things happen, and then you have just these outliers, and that's it. And
Gojo,
I'm not knocking it too much for that. I still think it did a very good job.
Yeah, I think
That's
Gojo
just
is
what I
too
was
much of
pointing
a.
out.
I think Gojo he's a main character, right? In a sense, he's not a main character, but he's a very big supporting character in terms. You know what I mean? And I think he's gonna get that time to grow, and he's gonna have that backstory that Miriam never got. Miriam came out of a fucking egg and was the strongest nigga in the verse. You know what I mean? Like there is no real character growth for that nigga. But Gojo, we
He already
get
had
that
a backstory.
Huh?
Gojo had a whole arc, bro.
That's,
Like,
no, that's what I'm saying. Gojo, like that's what I'm saying. Like that's the point I'm trying to make. Like you give Gojo like an arc to get this backstory to see like, oh, he was at one point in time beatable, and even now when he's unbeatable, there's still a way. Like we got to seal him away. And I know like there's spoilers all
Like
over.
Hunter x Hunter just went straight to unbeatable.
Yeah,
there was no
build up.
He could have been beat.
Yeah. Like to the point where it was to the point where like even solo leveling. Like I don't know if it was us. I was talking to y'all about it, but like so the whole ant arc in solo leveling, like that was textbook. Like they took that from Hunter x Hunter.
Nigga, I know you're not about to say that, bro, because you gave me so much pushback when
like
I said that shit.
No, I gave you pushback. I gave you pushback.
That's
but, like,
wild, bro.
No, but I agree.
That's
hold on.
Actually crazy.
I didn't disagree with your base. I disagreed with the direction it went. I disagree with the direction it went. You were adamant on like the whole story was based off the Chimera Ant arc. I didn't
say that.
Go back to the chat. We don't have to do that right now, but go back to the chat.
Okay,
go back to the chat.
I will.
Here's one.
I know. Me too.
Well, I don't know. It's maybe it's not even a different because I'm like the details of how the Chimera Ant King got stronger a little blurred to me. Like how was he just born and he was just already that strong, or did he have to? He didn't have to do anything, right?
No, they fed him high quality nin, bro. So they're feeding him. They're killing people, feeding him nin. Then they fed him like a really evil dude. So it's like they're building. It's like he's being engineered.
So,
his mother knew he was going to be the king. She was like, "I'm birthing the king of all the Chimera Ant arcs.
Okay.
All the Chimera Ants." So she told, just like Panda said, she was telling all her little soldiers to only give my son high quality food. Like he doesn't get the food that the other ants are getting. He's getting the best of the best.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I got you.
Yeah.
But while we got time, because I know we'll stay on this topic for longer, we gotta get to it. Kaz, you're a Sakura apologist, so go ahead and state your claim.
Wait. Never mind.
Nah, we got like 30 minutes left, and I want to get to this and where Naruto went wrong.
So I just feel like the internet is dogging Sakura for what she did pre-Shippuden. And she can't climb out of that hole. I am not disagreeing. Pre-Shippuden, she was worthless. I mean, worthless, useless. Her only lines was Naruto and Sasuke. Like, that's facts. Like, she had no other lines. But Shippuden, she was very, very, like, significant to the story. I think,
nigga, that yawn was too much, bro. I'm gonna need you to chill. That was excessive.
You always yawning. You began me typing.
He was extra.
I mean, I'm sorry. It actually lines up with this argument because I'm yawning because Sakura was just trash.
You disrespectful, bro. You disrespectful, bro. We could start from the very beginning of Shippuden, the fight with Sasori.
Here, let me go, because you know why it took me longer to get to the pod minus the troubleshooting. I reread the manga Sakura versus Sasori just so I could be, and
it was Granny Chio who beat Sasori.
Here's the thing, because I read the whole thing today. I read from Sakura. They fumbled Sakura. Sakura was supposed to be. She wasn't a non-factor in Sasori fight. She did not carry the Sasori fight, but she was a key factor, and they fumbled her after that fight because even Sasori was like surprised, like, dang, you're like tracking my movements. Like, you made that antidote. Like, I even have to follow a recipe to make that antidote. Like, there were things where he was like giving her credit, and her medical ninjutsu was like,
the potential was there for her after this fight. It was there, and they did fumble her.
They fumbled
in my
her.
opinion.
But my argument, so I think y'all bringing two different arguments up. I don't disagree. I've never disagreed that the writing that they did outside of Naruto and Sasuke was terrible. They fumbled every character outside of Naruto, Sasuke. But I still think with all that fumbling, we are just downplaying what Sakura did. Like, we are. At the end of the day, she helped beat Sasori. She saved Granny Chiyo. She saved Granny Chiyo. She saved Kankudo. Right? She found she was the one who came up with the antidote. Like, she learned 100 healing jutsu as a teenager at the age of 16. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. She was the one who kept Haruto's heart pumping so he could have his little plot armor and have the little, meet the Sage of Six Paths so he had enough time. Like, her beeping that heart kept him alive to have that whole little talk for his little destiny. You know what I mean? For his fate.
Nigga, if I knew CPR and I was there, I could have kept him alive. I don't want to hear it.
But you wasn't there. And you don't know CPR. So what?
I do. I'm certified.
Yeah, whatever, nigga.
BLS.
Whatever.
Nigga.
Yeah.
So here's where I gotta. So I agree with you to an extent, but you was making wild claims. You said, and the reason I reread it was because you said Sakura did 80% of the work in the Sasori fight, which is in no world what I read did she do 80%. Sakura ain't getting past regular puppet Sasori when he's in the puppet.
Yeah, so I agree with that part. Early in the fight was all Granny Chiyo. I am not denying that. Early in the fight was 90% Granny Chiyo, but she still needed Sakura's power. Once she broke through that shell, I think that's when it became Sakura's fight, because there was a point when Sasori took out.
Can I ask you one question?
What?
One question. Let's remove Granny Chiyo from the fight. Does Sakura live or die?
She dies first form. First form Sasori, she dies.
But again, that's not the argument, because we both know, like, it was
you
a 2-on-1.
80%.
Okay.
It was 80% Chiyo. Granny Chiyo, it wasn't 80% Sakura.
For the first half of the fight, yes, it was 80% Granny Chiyo. For the second half of the fight,
this is why.
For the second, like, yo, I even said, like, and this is like, y'all are being so like literal with the words now, and it's crazy, and like you're trying to downplay what I'm trying to say. Like,
this is
like, yes,
I'm saying this is why I think she was useless in Shippuden.
Without Sakura, yo, he was a Akatsuki member. Like I think y'all trying to Sasori wasn't a Akatsuki member who, unfortunately, was written into plot armor, because he shouldn't have even lost that fight, because we all feel like if it was, he was just it was written in the story for him to lose, when he was still stronger than both of them, but he had to lose. Had to lose. We know that
Sakura was the main heroine, though, right? And this was her best combat feat in Naruto.
Yeah.
Period.
Okay.
And she didn't do it by herself.
Okay. And
she was a main character.
That's fine.
She was largely useless, but she had a few moments. She had moments.
What was her goal? What was her sole job during Shippuden? What was her sole job? Was it the
catching up to Naruto and Sasuke?
No, that was not her job. Her job was to follow Tsunade's footsteps. She was the new gen Sanin. She literally followed what Tsunade. She was a medical Kunoichi. That's what she was. And y'all want her to be bigger than she really was, but she did her job better. Like, not only was she a medical Kunoichi, but she was still out there fighting at the same time. Like, y'all want her to be bigger than she really was.
I didn't say y'all keep saying y'all. No, it's, for one, She said, "Oh my, I want to catch up to you guys." She's been saying that the whole damn time. That is her goal. She wants to catch up to Naruto and Sasuke.
But when you really think about it, for the story, and this is where I say like she catches so much flack for no reason. For the story, for her terms, she did even that corny line. Do you remember that corny line when they all summoned their three?
Yes.
Yeah, and she was like, "I finally caught up to you." And what did we all go? No, the fuck you didn't. Like, because you summoned
she was immediately left behind
like
again.
You summoned the snail and you thought you caught up, but at the end of the day, like for the story of like, because at this point, and this is actually a perfect transition into like where Naruto went wrong. Like Naruto became a story based on just fate. Like that's really all it was. And if you follow that plot, that's really what it became, bro. Is Sasuke and Naruto were what's the two dudes, the reincarnated, I can't remember their names right now.
Hagoromo
No, they're his sons.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, like they were the reincarnated.
Let's go ahead and say it then. Where did Naruto lose its way? Because I think we can all agree, as much as we disagree, can we agree that there was a point in the story that Naruto, not the character, the anime, lost its way?
Yeah. I think for me...
What do you think, Nick Wood?
I think I don't really agree with that take.
Why?
I don't know.
You don't think it lost its way?
No, I think they did a pretty good job of trying to tie everything in.
That's not what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying. This is an anime about...
Explain what you're saying.
Okay, I will. This is an anime about ninjas. They're framing things a certain way. What I mean by lost its way is there were points in Naruto where they're actually developing characters, like different characters. They're even in Shippuden they're doing this. Like, and then it stopped being about, by the end, you can't tell me by the end Naruto didn't lose its way because it's about fucking aliens. What the fuck does Naruto have to do with a fucking alien?
So I think there's two answers for me when it lost its way. And the reason why I say it's two answers is because it lost its way for two different reasons. I think it lost its way the very beginning at Shippuden. Like the minute Shippuden started is when it lost its way because they did not focus on any of the side characters at all. You cannot tell me you can't.
That's not true because Shikamaru was a focus in Shippuden.
Other than Shikamaru,
yeah, that was not true.
Other than Shikamaru, like here's my thing: Neji was the only Jonin. He was the only Jonin of that whole class. And you're trying to tell me the motherfucker who used the 64 tri-palms all the time for any little reason, the motherfucker just go out in the street and use 64 tri-palms just for the hell of it. He couldn't do that when he was trying to save Hinata. Like that pissed me off. Like Rock Lee had so many feats in Naruto.
Wait, time out. You're talking about when the Ten Tails shot those spikes?
Yeah, and he tried to say
that's not the beginning of Shippuden, bro.
No, I'm saying like. No, the beginning of Shippuden.
Do you think rotation would have saved him? No, I'm asking. Like, it's related.
He never even tried. He never tried. That's my thing. He does it for everything else. That's supposed to be one of the most as far as defensive jutsus. That's supposed to be one of the like. It has no blind spots. But he didn't even try to use it. You know what I mean? Like, all I'm saying is he could have still got in front of her, even if it didn't stop it. You could have still got in front of her, try to use his 64 palms, and if that shit broke through, it broke through. It's still going to go through you, right? But he never even attempted.
So can we go back? Because you said the beginning of Shippuden, and then you jumped to the end of Shippuden.
Yeah, because
I want to know.
My point is, I'm trying to make is like they never focused on any of the characters. Like they never grew any of the characters. Minus Shikamaru, I can't think of any side character.
Sakura.
How? How did Sakura?
The whole Sasori fight? Are you crazy?
Okay.
You're the one who.
So no, listen. Are we considering Sakura a real side character?
Yeah.
She's part of the Team 7. Like I'm not.
She's a side character.
I don't think so. If that's the case, then okay, we're being literal again. Sure. Out of all
what do you
those
mean
characters,
we're being literal. So, if you're not it's called Naruto.
okay, so we have all those students. When we before Shippuden, we have all those students. We have Choji, we have his whole team. We have Choji, his whole team. We have Rock Lee. We have Neji. We have all of these people. The rescue arc, when we went to go, like, they all had that rescue to go get Sasuke. That was literally scene after scene where each of those kids had a moment, and we're like, yo, this is gonna be this is top tier writing. And then all of a sudden we get to Shippuden, and it's just how strong can we make Team Seven? That's really it. And then of course Shikamaru is the only person we kind of see him get like this emotional growth when after Asuma dies, and that's when Asuma dies is when Shikamaru's character growth starts to build up. But other than that, they fumbled everybody's growth. We sat there, they wrote in this random, like, bro, nobody gives a fuck. What's the dog, the nigga with the dogs? Like,
Kiba.
Bro, yeah, Kiba. Kiba was useless, and then I'm gonna be Hokage. Like, that's not even believable. That's not even a believable like thing to write.
That was the bit.
Yeah, it's laughable.
Yeah, but
that was the bit.
But that was stupid because they kept going with it, and after a while, it's just like, bro, like no one is taking you seriously. Like, why even write that into that? Like, nobody cares about you. Like like nobody cares.
That's why he did it.
Yeah,
they
like because nobody cares. Like
what's his name? Gara. Gara was weak as fuck in Shippuden. Like, he became a Kazekage and was useless. Like,
whoa.
What did he do?
Whoa.
Other than fighting, his one feat was fighting his dad. I mean, his grandfather.
no, it wasn't. He fought Deidara and protected the village and got blown up and killed.
Yeah, and he lost the Kazekage.
Yeah,
like,
you don't have to win.
What about during the war?
What did he do?
He was
he
wasn't useless in his fight.
But from what Gara was, like, I get he's just cool, calm. He's now this happy-go-lucky guy, and like,
well, he no longer has the one.
He doesn't have the anger in him anymore. But I just feel like they just kind of they washed everybody down. They watered everybody down to a level where they didn't matter anymore for the story, and it bothered me.
When we're trying to find the point, like,
you disagree with me, but I'm saying from the very beginning they never.
I'm not saying anything. Okay. Like, I get it. So let me ask you this.
And then the second part, because I remember real quick, I'm just going to say, and the second part where I feel like
let me address I'll let you get to the second, but like I can't talk like you're gonna. All right, like, we can get to the second after. For the first part, I'll rebuttal that, and then you can say the next one, the next part you feel. They can't. There are too many characters in Naruto for them to keep giving everybody like character development. I think they at least tried. Like, they made concerted efforts until they just stopped trying. I think there was a point where they obviously stopped trying or caring about like, because
when was that point?
I'm rebuttaling your point right now. I'm like Sasori, Sakura. That was a whole time where they said, "Hey, this is this character." It was a lot of chapters where she was having her moment. They were showing her growth. Shikamaru, Ina Shikacho, like, that was legit. Like, these are times where like Naruto doesn't even show up at all. You know what I mean? Like, it felt like, I'm not saying they did it perfectly, but at least it felt like, hey, we're trying to not make it the Naruto Sasuke show. And it ended up being, there was a point where it turned into the Naruto Sasuke show, and there was a transition point to where they just said,
I think I have an answer to that question.
Go ahead.
Thinking about it. No, I want Cass to finish. He said he had a second point to make.
Well, no, right, we'll stay on this point. We'll stay on this point just so everybody get it out, so we don't forget our points.
Okay. So, thinking about it, just off the top, I think that point was after the pain fight.
Yeah. I agree.
Yep.
Because that's when the story kind of accelerated to a point where they could no longer.
Mm-hmm.
They could no longer do what you're saying they should have done. Because after
agree.
that, things moved like extremely fast. Like, it was the 5 Kage summit, then the War Council, and then it was just like, then the power scaling, it happened too fast. It was like exponential almost.
Yeah. So I think we all agree with that part right there. I think that right after the pain arc was where, and that's the point I was really going to make, that was my second part. I think as far as story writing goes, that's the second part where it fell off. It was after the pain arc, because then everything just became fate related. It was really, it was some crazy backstory, something about your lineages, something about like going back in time and what like a family member did or an old Hokage did, and why we're here today. And it was kind of like, it don't matter what you do, it's what fate says it is. You know what I mean? Like,
And you know what kind of bothered me about how the story was written in general? Like, they trying to make you feel bad for Naruto. This nigga's genes were elite. This nigga had elite genes, bro.
even without the Nine Tails, he still had elite
Without
chakra.
the Nine Tails, he had an absurd chakra pool from his mom, and his dad was the fucking fourth Hokage. You
All right, so I agree. I just quick parallel. You know how I said that Yuru should be like all the adults in the village knew about Yuru and his parents and everything like that, so he should not like them. Naruto should definitely feel that way about his treatment inside of the Leaf Village, because they all knew who he was, who his parents were, and they still treated him like he wasn't.
Did they
anything.
all know his dad was the fourth?
As far as the village adults, yeah. As far as the adults of the village, yeah, they all knew. They all
participated in the war.
Mm-hmm.
They knew, because they knew who the Hokage was. They know that Naruto was born, and then I guess that same night or the night after or whatever, the Nine Tails attacked the village.
I think.
But did they know that was his actual son, or was it like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that stuff could happen.
The kids didn't know.
The third Hokage definitely knew.
The kids didn't know.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Kakashi knew.
That's why he ain't shit.
Kakashi knew. The third Hokage knew. Jiraiya Sensei knew. Like Tsunade knew. All of those, like that generation, they all knew. Like they all knew.
But those are important figures. Like, did the Joe Schmo know?
The kids didn't know. But I'm sure.
Well, they only highlighted the mistreatment from. They didn't highlight him from randoms. I don't think. I didn't see any randoms.
I think they did.
Yeah, Aruka Sensei knew. Aruke Sensei knew for sure. Like
the Eld, they all knew.
Yeah, they all knew. All the adults knew. I always say this, and of course it doesn't. And this, I said this in the last episode when we were talking about, when me and you went at it, Panda, about like animes that I put above FMA. Yeah. And that's why I mean, granted, yes, it's how it's written. Naruto's the main character, but that's what I actually loved about the writing of Naruto is Naruto had every reason to be evil. He had every reason to be evil, and he never, you know what I mean? He still wanted to be the hero of the Leaf Village. He still wanted to be Hokage, and that story was. I thought that was just, it was a great story.
Yeah, I just feel like it's way too many plot holes, man. Like,
I agree.
Like, absurd amounts of plot holes that just, like, to where you can tell the writer just forgot that he said certain things.
Unpopular opinion. Can we say that about all the big three? Plot holes? Plot armor?
I think Naruto is the king of plot holes, though.
Over Bleach?
Like, they just
what?
Over Bleach?
Are you over Bleach? Bro, my man he's
a Quincy, he's an Arrancar, he's a
I get
human.
that, but those are a few like Naruto. I'll give you an example of Naruto. Y'all remember when he made the Rasen Shuriken, and like it's so powered that it shuts off his I don't know if it's his chakra point.
Yeah. It was ruining his hand.
Then they pretended like that shit never was a thing again. Like,
that's not true.
No,
that's not true.
That's not true. He started using it with the Nine Tails. Yeah, he started throwing it. That was the whole purpose. He was keeping it in his hand. He added the wind. He added the wind attribute to it to learn how to throw it. And then fast forward, motherfucker was just using Kurama the whole time, so it wasn't actually him throwing it anymore. Motherfucker was just giant Rasengan, super giant Rasengan, just giant Rasengan with fire, like.
Yeah, let's just add elements to these shits. You know what I mean?
Like, so me saying that is not disagreeing with you. Me saying that's not disagreeing with you. It's just added to the, like, more plot armor. You know what I mean? Like they just wrote things perfectly.
One Piece was bad too, to be honest.
Yeah. Oh yeah, one
like for
Kaido-
instance, I'll give you another one where Oda did something similar to Luffy. Second gear, you lose your lifespan. It takes your lifespan.
I completely forgot about that.
It takes your lifespan to go second gear. Luffy using this shit like it's the best shit since sliced bread, bro. He's just he'll be using it unnecessarily, bro. If he don't die young,
hold on. Let me.
Now, my only I know I'm not disagreeing with this because I forgot I completely forgot about that. But my only pushback,
Luffy ain't gonna live long.
Yeah,
he's
one,
not,
he ain't
but
gonna
it's
live
not
long
because of second gear.
But two, Luffy's still a teenager. He's still a teenager.
Yeah.
You know, so like he might really be shortening his lifespan, but all this is still happening.
He use that shit a lot, bro.
Yeah. Now,
and for them to
hold on,
say
time out. Okay, so when he changes gears, it's not like Super Saiyan where he has to go 1, 2, 3, 4, right? He can just skip a gear.
Yeah.
So
he doesn't even go
to.
to
Me and Nick on the same page today. Like, does him skipping gear 2 nullify that risk? Like, if he goes right to 3, does 3 age him still too?
No. I don't. It was never written like that. But I think that's just one of them shits they added for no reason.
I think that was like open thing about we knew about Oda, right? It was like he kind of. I don't want to say he like just randomly did shit, but he did think of shit as he went on. Like we could all tell hockey was not something he thought about early on. Hockey was definitely like,
and people will try to justify it. It fucking wasn't.
It wasn't because. And y'all might disagree with me on this because, like, y'all One Piece manga readers, so y'all probably know a little bit more than me. But, like, if hockey was something that he thought of, ain't no reason Shanks loses his arm to that sea beast.
I will not say, but that has been. There's a reason.
Okay.
There's a reason.
Like I said, y'all might know more than me, but like at my level of One Piece watching, like non-manga, like. If hockey was a thing, like bro, that CB should have never.
I think the biggest thing is Whitebeard, bro. Like when they Marineford arc, like what the fuck is happening, bro? You could just stab Whitebeard.
Oh, but
you know what I mean?
You know what I appreciate about that arc though. Was it was so emotionally it was so much emotion in there.
The animation was awful.
You kind of let certain things
awful for that art.
At that point in time for One Piece, I don't think it was awful. Cuz that was still pre time skip. That was still pre time skip.
They were saving the budget for
that was still pre-time skip, bro. So like, I got to give it some grace.
Budgeted, bro. I
got to give it some grace.
Okay.
Like, cause you got to admit, the animation from like the first couple arcs to the Marineford, it got better.
Okay.
Like it got better.
They saved. I think some. Nigwu's right. Some of them fights, the animation was like super dirt, but I think it was ass. It was ass, but. Like the important stuff, I think they were like, all right, let's go ahead and shell out a little bit more for the budget here. But some of those random fights where it was ass animation.
Yeah,
it was ass.
I mean, I remember in 1999, like that's when it started. You know, like I give it some grace. I
just had the most random thought. Like that just made me think about how gangsta Sanji was for running for the entire time skip. He ran so much he started running on air. Bro. He did not play that.
Sanji's the most random. He's actually like the most random character out of the whole like Straw Hats. Like as far as like his powers and like what he does, it's so fucking random. Like Sanji was so random. Because the motherfucker, when you really think about it, he's a chef. Like the nigga's a cook. Like and then all of a sudden like he got a fire leg and then like he's kind of like an android. You know what I mean? Like
because his family's like the mafia, you know, like it's
I'm just saying, wouldn't you have a fire attack if you were running for 2 straight years?
Yeah, I mean, it was Sanji's so random, but I fuck with him. I fuck with Sanji. Motherfucker, they still can't update. They still
I
don't
do
update his
too.
picture. They still don't update his damn wanted picture.
Yeah.
Like,
One Piece will make you accept dumb shit, bro, and be like, yeah,
like why?
man.
Like why? As you get older, you get bigger. Like, you ever notice that Big Mom? She used to be kind of fine, and then all of a sudden became fat and like
Yeah, she had like 130 kids, bro. However many kids she had.
Kaido. Kaido was a regular sized nigga, and now I'm like every.
Wait,
Kaido
Wait,
wasn't
we
no
need to
regular
highlight-
nigga.
Yes, he was. Go
We need-
in the, at least in the anime when he did the backstory when he met when Kaido first met who was it?
we need
They do a
we
flashback
need
to
to
when
highlight
Kaido.
this.
They did a flashback to when Kaido was before he became a emperor, and Kaido was he.
Were your glasses on, bro? You mean when
Hold
he was
on.
a baby? When he was
Yeah, I
like a
keep-
little boy?
Y'all keep talking. I'm gonna pull up.
Kaido ain't been small since he was a child, bro. Like, this nigga always been big.
I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna put.
Who was beating down Big Mama? Who's-
Yo, when you look at her husbands, bro, randoms, bro. She was just spread
Oh,
eagle.
she was taking it. She was taking it.
She was
Kaido-
like,
yo.
there might be something hidden within you, bro. I'm gonna let you. It was crazy, bro.
Big Mom had she had like a short-lived moment of being fine. You remember, like,
Oh yeah.
mm-hmm.
She ain't had all those kids when she was fine.
Oh yeah.
Nah, them
I can't-
kids took a toll on her,
I'll pull
bro.
I'll pull it up another time, but I'm gonna show y'all like the scene. I remember vividly a flashback. I can't remember who Kaido was talking to, but he was swole. He was still a big nigga, but like height wise, he was just like he was regular. Like
A midget?
no,
If he
not
was talking
a
to
I think
Big
I know what you're
Mom,
talking
then
about.
he's
Nah,
that's a big bitch, bro. Like, even skinny, she's big, bro. Like,
yeah, but like it was just crazy. Like everybody, for some reason, One Piece, they just feel like everybody got to be like the scale of bodies is so random.
it is
Mm-hmm.
crazy.
But nah, yo,
Bef-
to go back to like to tighten that all up though, I do think like going back to the whole point of what we was talking about.
Mhm.
I think post pain arc was where it lost its way, and then it just
Yep.
started getting crazy when Kaguya got there. Once they introduced Kaguya, it was like, what are we doing? Like
And you know
at
what?
this
You know
point,
what
it ain't
pissed me
even.
off, bro?
To
Oh,
me,
go-
that wasn't even the biggest thing for like the post paint. The biggest reveal was knowing that Madara was still alive, like legitimately still alive. I think he could have just been the big bad.
No, Madara
Yeah,
was.
they didn't need
He
to
actually
introduce
did die. He actually did die. He just died recently. It was
Yeah,
more recent than what
yeah.
people thought. He did die because remember his
he
reincarnated
died of
body
binge
did.
food.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
just a recent death, more recent than what everybody thought. He was just an old ass motherfucker sitting in the.
But he was alive for the third
Yeah, when
Great-
the Nine
no.
Tails, for the Third Great
Yeah.
War, he was alive during the Third Great War, because that's when he
Yeah.
sent Obito on the task. He taught Obito how to control the Nine Tails.
But you could here's also where Naruto, talking about tying it back into power scaling, Naruto had abysmal power scaling, bro. It was terrible.
Yeah,
Like it's like they're writing
That's
shit
because
that the power scaling got so
bloodlines
bad.
are like
Nah, the power scaling got so bad that you can't even justify some of the claims they made. Kakuzu fighting the first, not in the realm of possibility by how
oh yeah,
out
yeah.
how out there the power level. That's how you know the power scaling got way out of hand.
Because they
that's the
made
thing.
like they made the first. He was a god. Like he couldn't beat Madara. Couldn't even beat him. So there's no way Kakazu was gonna like. That was just a weird written lore. Like I don't understand the reason to even write that lore into the story.
But
Like-
but you gotta understand when Naruto started, the third Hokage, second god of Shinobi, by the way. The third Hokage, GOAT, by
don't
the way.
do that.
The third
Don't do that.
Hokage fought the first and second Hokage. and
They weren't
Orochimaru.
fully reanimated though, and they weren't at full
Yeah,
strength.
that wasn't a
Who
perfect
said that?
reanimation. That wasn't a perfect reanimation.
Who said they weren't at full strength? Where is that anywhere?
Because they weren't working on their, like, I
Are
gotta
we
go
doing
back.
head lore now?
Hmm?
That was here's what the issue is with
I would have to
Naruto.
go
I
back,
think here's
but
what
I'm
I'll say the issue
pretty
is with Naruto.
sure.
They introduced them too soon. The scales got way out of hand. So you're like, oh, there's no way that's the first Hokage. Because looking at Shippuden first Hokage, which he couldn't manage the power scaling because his pen got too crazy.
But also remember that Orochimaru's reanimation wasn't the first and the second didn't have their own will at that time. They didn't have their own will during when we first saw them in Naruto. And I do agree, like, your point is valid. They introduced them too early. That's a valid point. But you say that a lot in anime, right? Where we'll tie it back into One Piece, Skypiea arc. Come on now. We all know if he was introduced later into One Piece, that dude is OP. The Skypiea, the Thunder dude. What's his name? I can't remember his name.
Enel.
Enel. If
Enel.
if you introduce Enel post time skip, I don't see how you beat him. I don't see how you.
Luffy.
Well, yeah, Luffy because he's rubber, but add hockey though, like, you know what I mean? Like Enel with hockey, like non-observ, because he only had, I think by the Skypiea arc we knew about observation hockey. That was like the only hockey that was introduced.
Would he beat Kuzuru?
Inu?
Yeah, Enel.
Enel, sorry, I don't know why I said Inu.
Yeah,
Enel,
because he's light and he's like lightning. Would they just? Would it just be a draw?
No, because you add hockey, which wasn't, or he had observation hockey. He didn't have armament hockey.
yeah,
I'm pretty sure all admirals have armament hockey. So, he's getting.
Well, if they introduced him later, I'm assuming
he would have it.
hockey.
Yeah, like we can't Are you going to handicap him if we introduce him later? We still handicapping him?
I mean, either
No.
you gotta say. I mean, either they just give him a Zenkai boost, which is essentially what you're asking, and the whole. But back to Naruto.
Naruto, yeah.
Yeah, my bad.
He used the reason it wasn't a perfect reanimation is, I think wasn't it because Orochimaru had to use real corpses for his reanimation?
Well, I think so did what's his name, Kabuto. So did Kabuto. He still needed bodies.
He still needed bodies.
He used the white. I think he was able to use. I could be wrong. I think he was able to use white Zetsu as bodies.
Oh,
I think he said he found every body that he reanimated.
Was it their real bodies? That don't make sense.
Yeah, because that's why he was upset that he couldn't reanimate Jiraiya.
Hashirama, he died of old age. He actually died of old age. So if he used his real body, he would have been reanimated.
Plot hole.
True.
Which is the third super plot hole. Actually, how did they ever confirm that he died of old age? I don't know if it's ever confirmed how he died.
Yeah, because they did a flashback, and this, you know how they do a lot of flashbacks all the time. But they did a flashback.
That's definitely a plot hole because
the third Hokage comes back old. Because the third comes back old when he gets reanimated. So I agree. Like, there wasn't consistent writing, and again, that goes to like this whole point of what we're having. Like, when did Naruto lose his way?
Yeah.
It was just throwing a whole bunch of shit at you. But you know what he took advantage of? The fact that we loved the lore. We loved to hear the backstories. We wanted to see the fourth Hokage. You know what I mean? Majority of us didn't give a fuck about third because he's trash. So let's bring that nigga back old. Because that's why he brought him back old, because he knew nobody gives a fuck about him. We don't care about this young nigga. We don't care about the young version of him. So let's just bring him back old.
He was a goat.
Oh, okay.
But you know what Naruto did a good job of, bro? As they will write some trash ass shit and throw goated moments in between there, bro.
Yeah.
Like, let's
bring
keep it
you to reel you back in.
Trash ass shit, and then they'll bring Madara back and have this nigga like break the internet.
Do you want to dance? Like, that scene is
do you want my like, what do you say? Do you want my clothes?
Oh yeah, do you want my clothes to have the Sasuna? Yeah. Like Susanoo,
like,
yeah. Like, bro, like Madara, that motherfucker, his entrance, like, they did him so wrong. To have him like be used by Kagura, like, it was just a random plot, another like stupid plot. Like all of a sudden, Madara wasn't the mastermind behind it. White Zetsu was, because White Zetsu is the son of Kaguya. Like, what are we doing? Yeah.
That's what Madara should have just been the big bad.
Mhm.
That it could have ended with him just being the big bad. But they ruined it kind of. It's weird because they ruined that, but they also gave Guy his best moment. One
That's
of the
what I
best anime
said.
moments
Trash
ever.
writing with golden
Mhm.
moments thrown in there.
Mhm. Like to open
Like,
up the 8
Like
gates.
it was.
The 8 gates.
It was also Guy. It was also one of the greatest anime
Yeah.
moments ever.
That's
like
why
that whole
you,
thing.
that's
like,
why
was
you
insane.
hate
Like,
it and love it at the same time, bro.
Madara gave him open while getting his ass beat. Madara was giving him respect. You know what I mean? If you had any type of ninjutsu, you would have been the greatest ninja ever.
I'm about
like,
to rewatch that fight.
Like
That fight was
Madara
so
really
crazy.
like acknowledged that nigga. Like, yo, if you had some ninjutsu, you would have been the greatest ninja ever. Like, I'm paraphrasing it, but that's pretty much what he said. Like,
You know what Naruto also had going for it? The soundtrack during these moments. The music.
Niggas ain't even.
when you hear that beat going, you know some shit's about to go down. And then the
That
Itachi's
shit made
music.
everything fire.
Yo,
Dang, bro.
Fire.
To build up Madara over the course of hundreds of episodes, bro, and to do that, it's just like
to fumble him.
You did that just so you can make Boruto? Like, nigga, just let it's.
And that, you know what? Not to draw this out.
I hear good things about Boruto. I have not.
Post time skip. But not to drag out this episode any longer.
Yeah.
But the only thing I wanted to add is, did he think about Boruto while writing Naruto? Like,
had to.
Like, yeah, because that's what Boruto is circled around, is about these aliens.
Had to have.
Which is crazy.
At some point, he definitely was like, how can I continue this story? Because that's why it's like they're goated moments that I feel like he had already envisioned, but then there's trash story around it.
So then I need to know who the fuck Metal Lee's mom is. Who did Rock Lee hit? Okay? I need to know who Rock Lee was piping.
Wait. That's actually his son?
Metal Lee? I mean, that's what he says in the anime. Like, Rock Lee is his dad. But he looked just like the nigga.
Mike Guy is not Rock Lee's dad, so is that really his son?
Well, but that's the thing.
Yeah,
Rock Lee never called Guy his dad. He never. But Metal calls Rock Lee his dad, and he looks exactly like Rock Lee.
I think they did some IVF shit.
Yeah, but anyway, fellas, good episode as always. You know. Yes.
Next week we got to hit on Classroom.
Yeah, we definitely got to talk about Classroom. And
yeah.
I'm sick of this motherfucker bringing up the third Hokage, and we need to bring that shit up too. We need to bring that shit up because we need to shut that shit down, and the internet need to.
We
shut
already
down
talked about he was a bad person. He lied to Naruto his entire life.
Anyway,
we're gonna talk
time.
about that. We're gonna talk about that.
We don't got to talk about the GOAT right now.
Anyway,
we're gonna put some respect on his name by next week. So
until next week, and for y'all still watching, make sure y'all subscribe to our YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all the channels. We'll have the links for y'all. All right.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all.
Yep.